Now, Nigeria's main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, has recently been hit by a wave of defections by its top elected officials into the ruling All Progressives Congress. These officials include state governors, members of the National Assembly, and key stakeholders, some of them critically from traditional electoral strongholds. This week, Bello Matawalle, the governor of Sokoto State in the country's northwest, formally declared for APC, the party of President Muhammadu Buhari, who, while reacting to the development, declared that good governance by his party has been its greatest selling point. Now, to have a conversation, we're now being joined from Abuja studios by KOLA OLOGBONDIYAN, National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party. Good to have you on this very topical issue.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, and good afternoon, Nigerians.
Good afternoon. Now, you warned the outgoing governor not to forget that there is no crisis within the party to warrant his defection. But I want to ask you to speak more on this exemption clause and why this might not be a basis for claiming factionalization, as is being claimed by the Senator Hassan Gusau.
Thank you very much. It's clear to every Nigerian that our party is not in any way factionalized. There could be contestation for power among members of our party. But for anybody to rise and declare that the party is factionalized, it is incorrect. Because a party can only become factionalized if at the national secretariat of the party, the executives are not working together and they are divided in a manner that offices are being opened differently. But to dispose to the issue of contestation for power and make a declaration that there is crisis is totally misplaced.
Mr. OLOGBONDIYAN, this is the second governor in the space of 2 months and the third in less than 7 months to defect from your party to the All Progressives Congress. Is this the beginning of the end of the People's Democratic Party? What is going on?
It can never be the beginning of the end for the People's Democratic Party. The party is one indivisible and indissoluble party. What is happening in the party today is that people who are on their own created crisis for themselves are now running out of the party to fall on the other side because they are scared of intimidation that is coming from the party in government. That's all. If you listen to all the 3 governors that have left the party, none of them, not one, has said that he has a problem with the leadership of the party. Whether Ayade in Cross River, whether Umahi in Ebonyi, or Matawalle. In fact, Matawalle in Zamfara even said that, he has always loved to be in the All Progressives Congress. So, which means that he deceived the people when the court gave him the leadership of the state by declaring him the governor of the state. So, it is not an issue of the party. Essentially, these governors have issues with the federal government concerning the management of the resources of the state. So it's not born out of the fact that, there's crisis in the PDP. None of these 3 governors did accuse the party. None of these governors did blame the party. So they left on their own accord because they are being challenged internally by what they have committed themselves into.
Okay. While we're looking to diagnose the reason for these defections, could we also look to what you're going to do about them? You seem to say in a press statement recently that you threatened that you might take this up in court. Someone asked, why didn't you take preventative action, maybe seek an injunction from the court before the defection? And are you still going to take it up in court?
The party is acting in line with the advice that is provided to it by the legal team of the party. And as such, as it concerns, why didn't we go and take a preemptive position? It was the party was advised that would not be justifiable because the action had not been committed, and that the party should wait till when the action has been committed. For instance, those who are living in the parliament, we believe that they know it as a fact that they will lose their seats. And it is so clear because the Constitution says that you cannot cross carpet, which means that you cannot leave your party for another unless there is an established crisis in your party leading to factionalization. And the People's Democratic Party is one united and indivisible political party. So it would be wrong for anybody to go and stand on the floor of the Senate or the floor of the House of Representatives and declare that, oh, there's crisis. It's not by what to say. It's by what is available to the law. So for us in the People's Democratic Party, we are sure and we are very certain that those who are leaving the party in the parliament, whether in the State Assembly or in the House of Representatives or in the Senate, will have a date with the law. And we are very sure that they will vacate their seats. As per the governors, we are going ahead to institute a matter concerning the governor of Zamfara State that has left the People's Democratic Party because of the manner in which he became the governor in the first place. So we are relying on the position established by the Supreme Court on various cases, like the Faleke versus INEC, and the judgment that even brought he himself into government. We are relying on this, and our our legal team has advised that we should proceed to court, and we are proceeding.
Well, two quick questions, Mr. OLOGBONDIYAN. In Zamfara State, you have a situation where the deputy governor has refused to defect with his principal. What are you doing to avert the situation where he is removed from office? Should the governor have the numbers from the State House of Assembly, he could be impeached. And secondly, President Buhari says impressive performance of his party, the APC, seems to be attracting governors from your party. Do you agree with him? And for those who say they disagree with you because you say your party is one indivisible entity, they refer to the Anambra recent governorship primary elections there, where you produced 2 flag bearers. What do you say to people like that?
Thank you very much. Foremost, on the issue of the deputy governor of Zamfara State, who has refused to go, the party is standing with him. And as we speak today, we believe that the APC does not have the number to impeach him from office. Nigerians today are praising his stance for refusing to betray the people. And we believe in the People's Democratic Party that the people will also stand with him to the end of the tenure, pending when we are able to get the governor out in court and he becomes the governor of the People's Democratic Party. Having said that, as it concerns Anambra State, our party did not produce 2 candidates in Anambra State. Our party produced Valentine Ozigbo as the candidate of our party. And the circumstance, and today, before we proceeded to the National Assembly to protest the nomination of Loretta Onoche as INEC commissioner, we had the final level of our process of electing a governor, which is that we took the only appeal, just a single appeal, that came from one of the aspirants, and it was dismissed for lack of merit. And Ozigbo has been issued the certificate of return of the People's Democratic Party as the sole candidate of our party in the November 6th election of Anambra
Unfortunately,
State.
that's the much we can take from your response to those questions. But thank you so much, Mr. KOLA OLOGBONDIYAN, PDP's publicity spokesperson or secretary.